Well, I'm incredibly honored to get to introduce our next Titan. This woman has had a very eclectic career. She's done investment management. Kind of my favorite part of her job history is she was a morning radio show host for a good period of time. And she's been in the business development world for decades. And no, here she is, LeBaron Myers. But she is wicked smart. She is incredibly versatile and a very thoughtful leader. And she has chosen to turn her talents to this really amazing business, Not Me, which is what I really believe to be sort of the response to the Me Too era and what businesses can do to really respond and be preventative of harassment happening in the workplace. So LeBaron is leading the charge on making that happen and making Santa Cruz the Not Me town. And I'm incredibly honored to welcome up our Titan of Tech, LeBaron Myers.
Thank you, Amanda, and thank you, Doug. I appreciate the honor and the description of my background being eclectic. It is eclectic. I would say ironic. And part of what they asked us to do is to talk about kind of like our journey on how we got here. I'll go all the way back to the fact that my father coached football growing up for 29 years. He coached college and pro football. So that meant we moved a lot. So kindergarten through 12th grade, I was in 9 schools. And what I didn't realize is that I was in master training for what I end up doing now. When you are new like that, you have to survive by adapting. And one of the best ways to adapt is to really learn the human subtleties of who you're with. So that became somewhat of the common thread of a very uncommon path. Almost everything I've done has been ironic, and a lot of people would say everything I've ever gotten a role in many ways, I was unqualified. And I say that because I came out of school and I went into investment management. I took one economics class in college. It was my lowest grade. I didn't tell them that in the interview, but what my point was is that it was, they knew that they could teach me. I didn't realize the power of what I was bringing, which was the human subtlety. And I grew to do some interesting things in investment management, then became a morning show host on the radio in San Francisco. Again, one of the 4th largest markets, and they said, you haven't done this before, but we're going to take a chance on you. And I didn't even understand necessarily the value of what I was bringing. I knew what I was lacking in every one of those roles I was going after. And I was honest about that. But what they saw and what they valued was this human subtlety side of reading people, of connecting with people. After that, I'm having to look at my own career path these days because it went in so many different directions. I took a year and went and studied yoga. And yoga is where I started to understand myself and a bit more and the powers of those human subtleties. In yoga, like many things, you learn the gross movements first. You learn the tasks. But it's in those subtleties is where the power really comes. And I think that has been a lot of what has helped me go into these new things each time. When I came out of there, I went into digital media. I'd never been in digital media. But I was able to learn the gross, huge necessities that were of that industry, but bring these subtleties of human interaction and those important, that ability to work with people into that. So that brought me to 3 years ago. We had a little girl, it'll actually be 3 tomorrow. And after having, I took my maternity leave, and I was like, now what am I going to do next? And I thought I was going to have some epiphany, but it didn't happen. I started to consult with a few companies, and one of them was Not Me. I had met the CEO, and he showed me the product, and it was powerful, and it was important, and it was needed. It was the first mobile solution for reporting and preventing workplace misconduct. It had the big, gross, tactical things it needed to, and the technology was smart, but it lacked the human subtleties in something that's incredibly important and in a very complex issue. So I started by consulting, but jumped in full and am very proud to be president and chief business officer of this company, because what we are doing, to Amanda's point and to what Kate was saying, is that we've been hearing about Me Too for 2 years. Not Me Solutions is the answer to that, and much more. We capture all workplace misconduct, but we do it by really bringing in the human side into the technology, making it very easy for people to report within 2 minutes from their phone, and giving companies this information, these human subtleties earlier in the stage, so that they're not finding out about something atrocious later. So we can prevent those atrocious things for the individuals, for the companies, for everyone. So I'm passionate about this product because it really honors that the human subtleties. It brings those things forward. In a day and in an era where we have a spectrum of people, we have the very small percentage of the Weinsteins who are doing wrong consciously, conscious power abusers. They're going to be uprooted. They are being uprooted. But we have a massive amount of people right below that who think they're part of the solution, who are actually often part of the problem, because they're not recognizing and they're not aware of some of their human subtleties, some of their human interactions that are causing part of the problem. And this product helps bring that to the attention of individuals at an earlier stage, so we can all up-level how we interact. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited about the fact that we're starting it. We have clients in various places that I want Santa Cruz to be the hub. Seaside launched with us. We just launched with Smith & Vanderveer. We're launching this month. The CEO's here right now. I congratulate them. They are leaders in this. It's a proactive move. It's a smart move. And I can't wait to work with every single employer in Santa Cruz to make this the new norm. So thank you.
Thank you to the band.